everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is just an awesome day outside. So I have this video today, as you would have seen on the title, Q&A, what do we do with our money? And these are questions that are coming to me from my friend Peace Reigns on her blog. She is trying to make a transition in her life, and aren't we all? It's 2019 and we are learning. We're learning from our past experiences, and we have to do things differently. We need money, we need financial freedom. And so she has sent me questions that I will attempt to answer. So the first question is, what does financial freedom mean to you? Financial freedom to me is being debt-free. That's number one. Number two, not feeling guilty every time I spend. This is the freedom that I want with money. What's your thought regarding working for people as opposed to building your own business? I love this question because how I came to YouTube a year ago, 2 years ago, was me really venting out of frustration from trying to keep a job and just being let go. And wanted to keep the job. It was really devastating, and there was just nothing I could do. It didn't have anything to do with my performance. It had a lot to do with just people, and I wasn't able to keep that job. So I detest working for people now. I didn't always detest working for people. I believe that you need experience on a job, and you need to know what is involved in work, and how the whole relationship of employer, business, customers, how all of that dynamic works. But I will tell you this, I detest working for people. I have had several bad experiences. The thoughts alone, if I should choose to recall these memories, will put me into an emotional frenzy. I don't want to go back to that place again in my life. As opposed to building your own business, absolutely. I believe that you should build your own enterprise and pass it on to your offsprings. And I believe that you gain financial freedom and control of your own life when you build your own business. I believe also that it is one of the most intrinsic ways for gain strong social and personal developmental skills that you need for life. You are going to learn this on your journey of being an entrepreneur that you will never actually receive working for someone else. And number three, what is my salary to saving retention? Okay, well, I have a 10% rule in my life. So I do 10% in giving or charity or tithing. I do the same 10% for my saving. And the rest I just break down into investments and life. Number four question, do you have children, and how does that factor into your spending? Yes, I have two children. I have a son who is 10 years old and a daughter who is 5 years old. And most of my spending actually goes towards my children in terms of food, clothing, schooling, their entertainment, and their social development. So I find that I've had to sacrifice a lot of my spending, or really just to make sure that they are getting what they want out of life. No matter how small it is, they come first. Question number five, do you know anything about investing? And what? Okay, well, I do know some things about investing, not a whole lot. I believe we need more education in our schools, and any organization, by the time you reach adulthood, you should absolutely know enough about investment as you know about your ABCs. And here's the reason for this. Investment is where you gain financial freedom from. Investment is where you are going to find wealth. And the little investment that you may be able to do through employment, it's so heavily taxed, and it's so insecure and insecure as you can lose that job. So I find that most of my personal training right now is coming from learning the arts of investment, learning how to invest. So I have two small businesses at home, and most of my investment goes there. I also help my husband in his business and engage in investment in my life now because I'm serious about financial freedom. What have you been saving for? Um, Emergencies, anything that pops up, house. I do believe in some form of life insurance. I do believe in pension and just money for emergency or life when things pop up. So those are the things that I save money for. Number 7, do you believe in investing in real estate and why? Oh, yes, absolutely. Real estate is secure. Shelter is a need. And as long as there's human life on earth, there's going to be need for shelter. And real estate is constant, it's growing, it's very lucrative. And I absolutely believe in investing in real estate. Real estate allows you to have financial freedom and income. Real estate allows you to use good debt to build wealth. And it's interesting for me. I'm redesigning the house for the purpose of flipping it, for the purpose of renting it, for the purpose of selling it, making changes, to a home, a house, an apartment that someone is going to come into and go, when if they'd seen the before pictures, they would go, ugh, So I just like to see that transformation. And so for everything that real estate is, I love it and I'm in. Do you know how to manage your wants versus your needs? And I think this is the last question. So how do I manage my wants versus my needs? Very simple. I have to figure out what my needs are, and I have to take care of those first because I don't have money to push towards both. So in life, you have to prioritize the needs and budget for those. And then the ones, you can pick and choose what you want to include in your life or not. And most times the wants are what really places us in debts. You need a house, but you want a 5-bedroom house in the most expensive neighborhood, because it has the best schools. These are wants. Personally, for me, a child can learn anywhere as long as they have a good, stable, social home environment that is conducive to learning and parents who are conscious about their learning. I don't care about my kids going to the most expensive schools. I think it's just one of those things that we prefer, we want in life, and everybody's doing it, everybody's talking about it, and so we actually just believe it's the best thing for us. Now, definitely, if crime and violence and bullying and those things are an issue, I've had to move because of that. But as far as learning, my child's learning did not improve by going to a better district. His habits towards learning, his attitude towards learning, those are things that you give to your child. No teacher and no school can provide that. Just keeping it real, flat out. I know we are of the mindset that we should go to school, get a job, and then buy a house and a nice car and start raising a family. Formula for disaster. And I just had to figure out another way how my life needed to go, because I realized I was stuck in this cycle, never having enough money and just stressed. And it was because of that mindset. Until I come to find out that this is the thing that I learned, is that employers don't pay taxes. Business owners don't pay taxes. They get tax breaks. Because if you are an employer, then you get tax breaks because you're providing employees who pays the taxes. Now, I choose to be an employer and a business owner. Yeah, that's my choice. Yeah, that's my choice. I also learned
The rich don't work for money, money works for the rich. All my life I've been in money trouble and you're gonna tell me that the rich don't work for money? How stupid was I to believe they did? So I was ignorant, I admit it, and I said, okay, teach me how to let money work for me.
And so the secret to being rich is not a college education, it is how you handle cash flow. This is where it gets juicy, guys. Cash flow is having money to spend. So if you find yourself with $100, $50, even $1 or $2, if you learn how to manage the cash flow of the smallest of money you have, then you will already be on your path of learning how to be wealthy, of how to be rich, and how to keep money instead of spending money. So that's where my lessons are. That's what I'm teaching myself, how to manage cash flow. I do not want to become a millionaire. By the end of the year, I am broke. And this is what happens to people who do not know how to manage cash flow, how to spend money. You get money, but you can't keep it. So right now, this video is coming at a very opportune time for many who are receiving a tax refund. Be careful how you handle your cash flow. By the end of this year, see something back from this refund. Turn it into profit. Let this money work for you. Let this money be seeds and investment money to plan into your future. So that I started my business Destiny Hats 2013 with $400 out of my tax return and built a brand that is 6 years old today with customers who love my work and love my product. I am a designer, a fashion designer, a millionaire, a business owner because of my $400 from my tax refund 5-6 years ago. I'm still gaining money from that. And because I licensed my business, I do get tax breaks. And now I find out that the self-employed people are the ones who gets the biggest tax breaks and the biggest credits when it comes on to refund time. So my decision to become an entrepreneur from my tax return was the best decision that I've made, guys. That is what made me smile and laugh when these people let me go from their jobs, when the paychecks were coming in late, because I knew that I had my hands to sustain me in life and to take care of my family. I'll give you an example. On Christmas, I was waiting for some checks for some side hustles, right? Because multiple streams of income is what speaks to me. So I invested a lot in getting those paychecks for my Christmas, and not one came before the mid-January. Mailing issues, all sorts of issues. And it was my home business, my Destiny Designs hat business, that made me have money during my Christmas holiday to buy gifts for my family and to travel to visit other family members and to buy myself something. And I didn't even do a lot of advertisement because I spent a lot of time trying to get the paycheck from the side hustles. And I did good and I was getting the paychecks, but things happened. The paychecks were not coming in. And I was like, oh my God, Christmas. And in just that 1 week from my hat salon, I almost gained, I think I did about $1,000 with a profit of about 50 to 60%. And the rest just included like shipping and buying materials and so forth, and to put back in the business, of course. But just look at that, that gave me financial freedom. That's the same business that I started 2013 with $400 out of my tax returns. So don't play the fool when you get your tax return this year, guys. Seriously, take that money and invest it. Take that money and let it become an asset. Don't go buy a new flashy car, okay? Just buy you something that that can be a taxi car. Everything you buy must have the potential of earning you money this year. If you're buying property, if you're buying house, make sure it's something for rental. Make sure it can turn over income. Make sure you use it to gain income, and that's how you manage cash flow. Don't take all your money and just spend on don't take all your money and just spend and watch it go away from you. We want assets, guys, not liabilities. Cars are liabilities, okay? So what you need, I used to purchase a car, a used car, cash. There's no liability. There's no me looking over my shoulder, wondering who's coming to repossess this and all that. You have all these insurances to pay. So cars are liabilities. So now I don't owe for my car, and I use my car for business, and I was able to, with my tax returns this year, to put in all of those mileage and all of those trips and all of those tolls and earn credit and tax breaks. So this is how you spend your money. Assets and investments puts money in your pocket. Liability takes money out. So now, as my tax money is coming in, I'm so scared. I don't know what to spend. I've been wanting Chick-fil-A, example. I've been wanting Chick-fil-A almost every day, but just don't have the cash flow for it. And now my tax refund, my account is looking really nice with money. But guys, can I tell you, I'm so scared to take the money to go and buy the Chick-fil-A. Now that I have it, I just want to keep it. I just want to make sure it stays there, because I know what it feels like to not have it. So I want to take that money and use it to allow me to have all my little monies for the future to buy my Chick-fil-A when I wanna. How about that? So I want to improve my business. I want to add some new products, but before I start spending money to buy any new products or any materials to build anything, I need to test the market. I need to find out where I'm going to sell this, how I'm going to do the marketing, how much all of that is going to cost me, what do I already have as far as materials at home that I can use, what's the cheapest way to go, so I don't spend most of this money but keep most of it. So that's my homework. What is your homework? I hope this video helps you, because we need to figure out what to do with our money before it just keeps on leaving us and we stay stuck in this cycle. Money is the number 2 factor that breaks marriages. Yeah, after communication. So we want to know and get some financial aids and people to talk to who you can trust. Get it. This year, be the wisest person where money is concerned. And I listened to the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. He is my teacher right now, and just on YouTube. And these people can take me to where I want to go financially, and so it's worth my time instead of watching just movies and shows, people making money. Okay? Instead of just watching guys running around with balls, figure out how you can make some of the money that they're making. Look in your life, see what you're doing wrong, and see how you can fix it. Because if you are the problem, then you are also the solution. Right? So good talk, guys. I'll see you later.